Hey guys, this is Kanye. Welcome to Reclaim Treasures. I found this Bombay chest at a local thrift store, and the moment I saw it, I remembered a decoupage paper that I had seen not long ago. That gave me the inspiration for the theme that I chose for this box. The finish was too shiny, so I used Dixie Belle's Bonding Boss. I gave it a couple coats so the paint can have something to grab on. Here is the first coat. It looks pretty translucent, but the second coat goes on really nice. Here's the first coat. And here is with the second coat. And then I forgot to record that I put 2 coats of Dixie Belle's Caviar on it. And here's the inspiration for my chest. I chose the witch on the top left. I used Redesigned's Finley and IOD Speciment molds. This is the chalk paint Caviar that I used on the box. And of course, I forgot to press record again. I did the molds. I glued them on, and about a couple hours later, I paint everything again with the Caviar. They were still kind of, wet, so you have to be careful when you put the paint on. And I forgot, when I didn't press record, I forgot to let you know that I did crackling on top of the image as well, that I decoupaged on it. My new phone has messed me up, guys, sorry. It seems like it's recording, but it's not. I gave everything a second coat of paint. I enjoyed these molds actually. I never thought I'd have more fun than I did. I really like them. Here it is. I was testing to see, the gold that I like to put on it. It was pretty smooth, so I decided to do some texture on it. And I used the paint, just the paint, no additives to do the texturing. I did 2 coats on top of that. I liked it to be gritty, but not too much. Like if you add sea spray or baking soda, is going to be really too gritty. I didn't want that. I wanted a more softer, but make it look more vintagey, more old look. I dried everything and I kept going. Here it is after the 2 coats. It looks like it has been in the weather, has some distinct dots on it. And now I'm using Dixie Belle's gilded wax in the color gold. That's my favorite. And I go over the molds very light. I want them to, I want the gold to catch the higher points only, and the same with the frame. So I barely touch any of the paint in there. It's whatever was down at the very bottom on that little dish. It was enough to cover everything I needed. when I did the crackling on the decoupaged paper, I also put a clear coat of waxed clear wax on it. Because I'm gonna put some dark wax on, and I don't want it to be too muddy. I put another scarab on the inside. And in the end, you're gonna see I put another small scarab on the lid, because my friend Sherry told me witches are all about balance. So I needed a second one, and so I did. Thank you, Sherry. And I'm doing the same thing all over the box. I'm just touching the corners and the high points, and also very lightly on top of the grady texture. I want it to look like the paint has chipped, but still you can see a little bit of the gold that used to be there before. Now I'm using Van Dyke Brown by Paint Couture. It's a glaze, or you can use it as a antiquing wax. And I'm taking out as much as I want. I did that a couple times until I achieved the darkness that I was looking for. Here I'm doing that again, and I'm putting the same all over the box, because I don't want it to look just black. I wanted to give it a little bit of depth. I gave up the towel, and I'm doing it with the brush. It worked better. It went into all the grooves and crevices, and I'm wiping back as much as I think it was needed. I should have done that before I did the gold, but you know how that is when you are in your zone and you keep going, you don't think sometimes. Well, I went back afterwards and I put a little more gold in a few places. But that glaze really did the job. It looks amazing. It turned out better than I thought. And I kept working all the way around. That's how the picture looks. Looks like she was looking through a mirror that's been cracked. And here I put the other little scarab that looks like it's coming from under the lid. And here is the final result. I really love that box. I love the way the decoupage paper looks. The crackling looks really amazing. And of course, all the little scarabs, they look so cute. The moment I saw this decoupage paper, I couldn't wait, guys. I had to have it, and I had to do something with it. And the moment I saw that box at the thrift store, it was a done deal. I hope you all enjoyed as much as I do. As always, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.